Jeremiah, 23rd chapter, starting at the first verse. Woe to the shepherds who destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, says Father Yahweh. Therefore, thus speaks the Father, Most High of Israel, against the shepherds who feed my people. You have scattered my flock and have caused them to go astray, and have not visited them. Behold, I will punish you according to your evil doings, says Father Yahweh. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries where I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set shepherds over them who shall feed them. They shall fear no more, nor be scattered, nor shall they go astray, says Father. Behold, the days are coming, says Father Yahweh, when I will raise up for David a righteous heir, and he shall reign over the kingdom with understanding, and shall execute justice and righteousness in the land. In his days Yahudah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell securely. And this is the name whereby he shall be called, the Sovereign, our righteousness. Therefore the days are coming, says the Father, when it shall never be said again, the Most High lives, who brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Most High lives, who brought up and led the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all the countries where they had been scattered, and they shall dwell in their own land. My heart is broken within me because of the prophets. All my bones shake, and I am like a drunken man, and like a man who is overcome by wine, because of the presence of Father Yahweh, and because of the words of his holiness. For the land is full of adulterers and robbers. Because of these men, the land mourns, and the pastures of the shepherds in the wilderness are dried up, and their yield has been poor, and they did not flourish. For both prophets and priests have become pagans. Yea, even in my house I have found their wickedness, says Father Yahweh. Let me read that again. For both prophets and priests have become pagans. Yea, even in my house have I found their wickedness, says Father Yahweh. Therefore their ways shall be to them as slippery ways in the darkness. They shall be driven on and fall in on them, for I will bring evil upon them, even the year of their punishment, says Father Yahweh. And I have seen falsehood in the prophets of Samaria. They prophesied by Baal, and caused my people Israel to err. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem folly. They commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hand of their friends, so that no one turns from his evil way. They are all of them to me like Sodom, and its inhabitants like Gomorrah. Therefore, thus says Father Yahweh Sebaot concerning the prophets, Behold, I will feed them with wormwood, and I will make them drink bitter water. For from the prophets of Jerusalem, paganism has gone forth throughout the land. Thus says Father Yahweh Sebaot, do not hearken to the words of the false prophets, who prophesy to you and mislead you. They tell a vision of the imagination of their own hearts, and not from the mouth of Father Yahweh. They say still to those who provoke me, the Father has said, you shall have peace. And they say to everyone who walks after the imaginations of their own heart, no evil shall come upon you. For who has stood in the counsel of the Most High, and has seen him, and has heard his word? Or who has given ear to his word, and had heard him? Behold, the punishment of the Father is gone forth in fury, and the punishment will kindle. It shall fall upon the head of the wicked. The wrathful indignation of the Father shall not turn back until he has executed his devices, until he has performed the thoughts of his mind. In the latter days you shall discern it perfectly. I have not sent these prophets, yet they have gone forth. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesy. But if they stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they would have turned them from their evil ways and from the evil of their doings. I am the Most High, who is near, says Father Yahweh Most High, and not a sovereign afar off. If any man should hide himself in the secret places, I will see him, says Father Yahweh. Behold, heaven and earth are filled with me, says Father Yahweh Sebaot. I have heard what the prophets have said, who prophesied lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed a dream. How long shall there be in the mouths of the false prophets prophecies of lies, prophecies of deceit of their own heart, who think to cause my people to forget my name, and by their dreams which they tell every man to do his neighbor, as their fathers forgot my name and served Baal. The prophet who sees a dream, let him tell a dream. But he who has my words, let him speak my words faithfully. Why do you mix chaff with the wheat, says Father Yahweh? Behold, my words issue like a fire, says the Most High, and like a hammer, which breaks the rocks in pieces. Therefore, behold, I am against the prophets, says Father Yahweh, who steal my words, everyone from his neighbor. Behold, I am against the prophets, says Father Yahweh, who pervert their tongues and say, thus says the Lord. Behold, I am against the prophets who see false dreams, says Father Yahweh, and tell them and lead my people astray by their lies and their wantonness. Yet I did not command them nor send them, so they do not profit this people at all. And when this people, or a prophet, or a priest, shall ask you, and say to you, what is the word of the Most High? You shall say to them, this is the word of the Most High. I will utterly uproot you, says Father Yahweh. And as for the prophet, or the priest, or the people, who shall speak the words of the Most High, I will punish that man and his house. Thus shall you say, everyone to his neighbor, and everyone to his brother, what has the Father answered, and what has Father Yahweh spoken? And the words of the Most High you shall mention no more. For every man's word shall be his prophecy, for you pervert the words of the living sovereign, Yahweh Sebaot, our sovereign. Thus shall you say to the person, what has Father Yahweh answered you? And what has the Most High spoken? But if you speak the word of the Most High, because you have said this word, the words of the Most High, and I have sent you, saying, you shall not say the words of the Most High. Therefore, behold, I will surely remove you, and I will cast you away, both you and the city that I gave to you and your fathers. And I will bring an everlasting reproach upon you, and a perpetual shame, which shall not be forgotten. Peace be unto you, brothers and sisters. Peace be unto you. This is Elder Youngman, and the name of tonight's message is the Church of Babylon. The Church of Babylon.